In a concerted effort to address the rising cases of sexual and gender-based violence, Nairobi County Government, along with various stakeholders, held a quarterly technical working group meeting to strategize on improving prevention, response and support systems for survivors. Details on this and other stories in Our County News Roundup.
Also conduct awareness.
Speaking after the meeting, head of Gender-Based Violence Unit in the Ministry of Health, Roslyn Mukabana, highlighted the need for construction of more rescue centers after 6,640 cases of sexual gender-based violence were recorded in Nairobi as of 2023, with the majority of victims being children under the age of 18.
What we are looking at is the government to reinforce the budget allocations for matters sexual and gender-based violence, because the funds that we have are very limited, and we rely purposely to CSOs and donors to be able to ensure that this works.
Kirinyaga County has partnered with the Ministry of Health to sensitize the public on healthy diet after the county was mentioned to be leading in lifestyle diseases, especially obesity due to high consumption of starch.
Tunakuza mchele, tunakula starch sana. Kwa hivyo sukari inaanza wale watu ambao tulikuwa tunatibu ugonjwa ya sukari imeenda juu. Halafu kuko na magonjwa yale ingine inakuja ya blood pressure.
Meanwhile, Kipsigis elders have called on the newly appointed cabinet secretaries to adopt servant leadership in their respective ministries by listening and addressing issues affecting the public in the grassroots.
Form a system whereby the problems or grievances of the communities should be listened into, because those are the ones which will escalate into communities or groups going to demonstrations.
Elsewhere, boda riders in Tsunza area, Kwale County, are calling on local leaders to help them acquire valid documents so they can operate their business smoothly.
Kama kutapatikana nafasi nyingine, basi tufanyie mafunzo, hata kama kutuletea mashule huku mashinani, tusome tupate lessons. Hiyo naona itakuwa ni kazi mzuri. Kama ni mambo ya safety gears, tumepata bado driving lessons peke yake.
Kenya Institute of Supplies Management has rolled out a competency-based learning structure targeting experienced personnel within the supply management who do not have requisite academic certificates. The institute's chairperson, John Karani, says the professional body is working closely with other agencies to address rampant corruption.
There are so many of our professionals who are doing procurement work out of experience. They don't have the requisite academic qualification to make sure that they are bona fide members.
We have a portal called the PPAP, which we recently relaunched it. We have enhanced it, and we've made it even much easier for the procurement entity to be able to interact with it. Let's make use of that system, because it is the only way that you can bring out transparency to the public.
Finally, Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti has disclosed that the youth addicted to alcoholism, drugs and substance abuse will form the first cohort of recruits in the proposed Machakos Youth Service Program.
Nataka kuambia vijana, sisi tutaanzisha rehabilitation center, na tukianzisha kama vile niliwaahidi, pia mkimaliza, once you're cleaned up, sisi tutawapeleka training na mpate kazi.
The governor was speaking during a public participation forum on the proposed amendments to the Machakos Youth Empowerment Act 2022 at Kisukioni DCC's office grounds in Matungulu Sub-County. Kasichana Masha, Prime Edition.